Hey, what's up Transformdom? This is Ben here, and today we're going to do the Kamikaze Transformation challenge for the MP-52 Plus Thundercracker. Now this is where I transform the toy from one mode to the other mode without any instructions, from the mode that is out of the packaging to the other mode. And this time we're going from the alt mode to the bot mode. And so I am removing the null rays, and now I'm what am I doing? Yes, I am opening up the flippers, untabbing all the back end section. Now you've seen a lot of my MP-52 KO videos, but in all reality this footage is quite old, and this is where I was doing my MP-52 Plus review halfway through, and I finished the alt mode review and I'm going to the bot mode to do the review. I haven't really finished that review yet, but anyway, so let's get back to the Kamikaze transformation. Now I am unpegging the air brake section, right, putting it up. It does not open up like the MP11 mode, and now pulling up the shoulder pads, untabbing the legs, pushing in the thrusters and turning it to the output position, and then now taking out the feet from the shins. There you go. And I'm opening up the side panels on the legs, removing the plastic bits. There you go, lots of nice plastic bits to protect the paint, pulling up the shins. And then now I realize that I am supposed to kind of move the panel from inside out or outside in, and also kind of like push the vertical stabilizers, the horizontal stabilizers into two parts and fold them onto one another. But I was having a little bit of difficulty here, as you can see, and at this point I still don't know where I'm supposed to orient the stabilizers to go into the shins. So I just maybe trying to figure things out, and then I decided to move on to other parts, and I'm just removing the arms. I don't think we're supposed to do that, but you know, anyway, that's what I did. Yeah, there was already a bit of paint scuff. I can see that in the video footage. So right out of the box there was a bit of paint scuff already, and that's not from me pulling it out flat like a gorilla. Okay, now I'm putting the biceps in together. Very peculiar, these biceps, because it's supposed to have orientation that will do the all-in-one transformation with the null rays. Of course, I did not want to do the all-in-one transformation with the null rays. It's just a lot easier to do the transformation without the null rays. Anyway, the biceps are in for the left bicep, but now I'm working on the right bicep, and that's pretty easy. Okay, and I pull it all the way to the upward position to get more clearance to work on the body section. There you go. Okay, what am I working on now? Working on untabbing the wings. There you go. Pull them out just slightly a bit and pull it towards the camera. There you go. And then this is very classic MP11 style, but with a lot of complexities that I was not aware at this point in time. See, I really did not know what to do with those two back pieces, and then I managed to turn the wings into the correct position, open up the bottom flaps to reveal a lot of nice little inside paint details. Now the rear vertical stabilizers are supposed to go in this way, but at this point I did not know that I was supposed to kind of like turn the wings, you know, so that I'll gain more clearance when I want to close in the flap that I just opened up. But there you go, I did not know what was going on. So you know, this is the fun part about Kamikaze Transformation Challenge. You are going into a toy for the very first time, trying to figure out the puzzle pieces. How will they all fit together? And look at me working on that joint, and I was not very confident with that joint and how that joint worked, so I was being a bit extra careful, trying to do the turning the joints as close as possible, using my hands to turn the joints as close as possible to where the joints are held together. Okay, see, I'm trying to push everything in. I know that it was supposed to line out. There you go, it lined down, and I couldn't really close the bottom flap because you know, I did not turn the wings. So here I'm turning the rear stabilizers back again, and of course it does not work that way. Silly cow. Turn it back and trying to put it on. And to be honest with you, there's a lot of footage of me trying to work this thing, and I just couldn't figure it out for like the longest time. So I decided to work on the other wing. Maybe from a different perspective I will be able to kind of maybe accidentally figure things out, because that's what happens with me sometimes when I do this Kamikaze Transformation Challenge. I do something, I get into a bind, and so So I try something on the other side and see whether it works. So this is where I realized that the flaps, you know, you can open up in 2 hinges, and that will allow for more clearance for me to, and look at that, I accidentally turned the wings, but I did not realize it at this point because I kind of turned it back, and because when you turn it back I don't have enough clearance to close the bottom panel. Somehow you can see the little tip of the black stabilizers protruded out like it's supposed to, but it's not on the other side, it's on this side where I accidentally turned the wing down. Look at that, see, I turned the wing down, but I'm not realizing it at this juncture. Anyway, so again, there you go, I turn it back into the improper orientation, and you know, I'm just, oh, there you go, this is where I'm touching the scuff marks and feeling to myself very disappointed with scratch. It was less than 1 centimeter long, so I could not return this toy to my seller. My seller has a returns policy whereby if the scuff marks or scratch mark is more than 1 centimeter, you can return the toy. More than 1 centimeter for a 6-inch figure. I guess that's a bit of a big scratch, don't you think? Anyway, I am now working on trying to extend the thighs and the shins, but I did not know how to do it. See, I was trying to pull it like, you know how you bend the knees, how you would normally bend the knees. I thought that it will untap itself that way, but I did not feel very confident at that time. Okay, I'm locking all the feet in place. Now working on the horizontal stabilizers on the other foot. There you go. Just flip the panel. Come on, flip the panel. There you am I? No, I'm looking at the other side to gain perspective, so I can work on the side, on the right side. There you go, going back to work on the right side. Am I? No, I'm working on extending the legs, but I couldn't figure it out. So I actually, there's a lot of raw footage of me trying to extend the legs out, but I couldn't. Then there came a point where, you know, I thought to myself, am I going to go through this ordeal? This has been about 45 minutes to 50 minutes now, and look at me, I don't know what I'm trying to do. So I set the toy down, open up the instruction manual to kind of figure things out. Yes, I'm not looking at the final mode pictures, I am looking at the instructions on how to extend the legs, and because I did that, I failed this Kamikaze Transformation challenge. That is it, no point. Anyway, I'll show you just more footage of me extending the legs. Once the legs are extended, it's easy to fold everything in. Everything folds into place quite nicely. There you go. Whoop-de-doo. And I'm working on the other one. Leg extend. Why? I knew I was doing something, but I did not feel confident enough to kind of like push the issue. Okay, now I'm opening up the side waist portion for a Thundercracker. Go opening it up. I apologize that the footage is not good enough. The camera angles were not good. Now I'm working on the wings, but by this point it's been an hour of raw footage, so I kind of like got fatigued and wanted to stop. So anyway, I just failed this Kamikaze Transformation challenge. First Takara Tomy toy that got me instead of me achieving the win. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, the first Takara Tomy masterpiece toy failure. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and share buttons and smash the sub and bell icons for more future vids. Again, this is Ben signing off, and I'll see you on the flip side.